So today's story is one I wish I did not have to talk about. Tyler Perry is someone I've admired for years, someone many of us view as a creative giant and business giant and a blueprint for Black media ownership. But now he is at the center of a $260 million lawsuit involving serious allegations. This situation is layered, emotional, and honestly, it's heartbreaking. But let's just talk about it. So I'm Stacey Brewer, and today I want to speak from the heart. This story is honestly tough for me to even touch on. Tyler Perry, yes, that Tyler Perry, is being accused of SA and SH, meaning harassment, by actor Derek Dixon. Now, Derek starred in Tyler Perry shows like The Oval and Ruthless. He's suing Tyler and his studio for $260 million. These are very serious allegations. Now, let me say this clearly. Again, I'm a fan of Tyler Perry. In fact, I consider him a mentor in my head, as Wendy Williams would say, in my head. And I always dreamed that one day he might be a real-life mentor, especially as I work to build my own media company. Now, I've followed his journey for years. I know his message. He wants people like me, Black creators, to own our content, to know business, to become our own bosses. He said time and again, he's an open book for anyone willing to learn his blueprint. So that means a lot to me and to others. So no, I don't enjoy covering this, but I do believe in fairness, and I believe both accusers and the accused deserve to be heard without the public rushing to judgment. Now, Tyler's legal team has already responded, calling the entire thing a scam. And so far, I don't see this lawsuit impacting his career. You can go to his social media pages right now and you'll see his fans are riding for him. And I understand why. Tyler is special, not just to his base, but to Black Hollywood as a whole, and honestly to Hollywood in general. He's opened so many doors. He's the reason we're now seeing an era of Black creators, not only making content, but owning it. Kevin Hart said Tyler Perry inspired him to build his own stages. 50 Cent is now building a studio. Even Cat Williams is working on one. And let's not forget, Tyler turned a former military base into a world-class studio. And now Netflix is doing the same thing in New Jersey. Coincidence? I doubt it. Tyler shifted the game. Now listen, two things can be true at once, however. A person can be a creative visionary, a business giant, and also have private shortcomings. We're all human, but let's talk about what we do know. There are alleged text messages between Tyler and Derek. And yes, if those text messages are real, because look, people can change the name of someone's number on their phone. You can name a number Donald Duck on your phone, and doesn't mean Donald Duck actually texted you. But if we want to say these text messages are real, to me, there was some playful flirtation. But when I read them and I shared them with friends, we all agreed that they read more like mentorship and guidance than anything per se harmful. Now, could Tyler have been more cautious? Absolutely. Especially as a studio head and Derek's boss, even joking around in that way opens the door to scrutiny. Because look, in most corporate jobs, we take SH training every year. It's serious. Even conversations outside the office matter, especially if you're the boss. So that said, based solely on the text messages, and I say solely, I don't see anything worth $260 million. But that's not the whole picture. Some creators online have actually read the entire complaint, and when you do that, you get more context for the text. It paints a different, more complicated narrative. That's why I say, let's wait for all of the facts. But still, the impression I've always gotten from Tyler Perry is that he's kind, generous. And many people in the industry, from actors to behind-the-scenes crew, have said the same thing. So when I read those messages, if they're real, I saw a man trying to help someone he believed in. And if that trust was betrayed, that's messed up. What I hope doesn't happen, however, and I say this with all sincerity, is that other accusers come forward. Because if that happens, we are no longer in the gray zone. We're in that red zone. Cancel culture moves fast and it doesn't always wait for truth. And at the end of the day, we don't know what will happen next. Will Tyler choose to fight this publicly like Johnny Depp or settle quietly to move forward? Time will tell. But I just wanted to share my thoughts with you, not as someone chasing headlines, but as someone who cares about the people involved and the culture Tyler Perry has created. But thank you for listening. Let's keep watching this story with open minds and even bigger hearts. I'm Stacey Brewer, and this is H Blues Word. Peace.